Hello, hello. Hi and welcome. Today I'll talk a little about my divination journey, my tarot decks, and at the end I have a recommendation for beginners. Let's start. When I was a teenager, we used to play with the regular Spanish cards. I started getting thoughts related to the players. Eventually, I was making intuitive readings with those cards. Most people liked it, but a few told me evil things about divination cards. I was not scared, however. I stopped reading until further investigation. Years passed, and I still didn't see it as that evil. Then I tried to reconnect with them, but it didn't happen. This is my first deck. No, actually, this is not my first deck. Um, but this is the one I started with, was the Spanish cards. Then one day I saw this one, the Osho Zen Tarot, and bought it. I did some readings with the deck, but I didn't like it. I like how it looks, and I like the artwork and the back. However, it's not for me. I don't like it as a tarot. And then I ordered it the Rider-Waite Smith. This one. This is the first one, the regular size. And this is the US game, the normal US game, this one. And I studied the suit, each suit, and with the numbers like 3 cups, celebration, things like that, the basics. And I started making readings with this one, and they become a mix of intuition and meanings, and I love it. Since then, I stuck to the Rider-Waite, and I have the regular size, I have the pocket size, which is my favorite, and I have the mini version. That is, this is the one that travels with me everywhere. Then another pocket size that I like is the vintage version, this one. And this is my story and why I love the Rider-Smith. This is the second part of the introduction, because I forgot to say about my note collection. Why I don't like to collect things, I don't know. And I understand people who liked it, that is a passion, but it's not like that for me, for many things. First, the space, like finding a space to store the decks, and my allergies, I have to clean and dust every day. And the money, I know I'm not a big spender, I like to save. But and this is why I don't collect things. And each and every day I choose a different, or maybe the same, but I choose the deck that I feel like using that day. For instance, or for example, like a couple of days ago, I was feeling a little down, and I used the Happy Tarot. But yes, I don't collect anything. Okay, now I will talk about my historic deck. It's just one, the Solabusca. The Solabusca is not the oldest deck found, but it's the oldest complete deck found. It is considered the first Italian deck having all the cards illustrated, which means the minor arcana have illustrations. It was created around 1491 and is considered to have inspired modern decks as the RWS. I don't use it for readings yet because I'm getting to know it, just the cards, the feeling. This is my study deck still, and the book is very nice. However, I got another book, this one in Italian, and I started. It's very good. The book, I started reading it, but I haven't finished. And this is my only historic deck, the Solabusca. Beautiful decks. And now I will show you briefly my most beautiful decks that I got just for the art. And like you can see, the first one is the Llewellyn beautiful deck. Then I will move to the next one. Is here, very beautiful. I thought about this one before. Is the Tarot of the Abyss. It's one of my most beautiful decks, and I will not talk a lot about them. Maybe in another video I might compare this one or show two of my most beautiful decks, but not by now. Then I will move to the next one that you already saw. Is Le Tarot Arthurian. This is one of the most beautiful decks I think I have, and like I said, no collections. I use it for readings. This one I use it just for me, not for other people's readings. And the last one in this in this category is my Sufi Tarot. Beautiful deck. Oh, I didn't show the backs. I guess everybody has seen the backs of the other one, Arthurian, the Abyss, and Llewellyn. Okay, now I have 3 decks, like, it looks like a mini collection, right? And they are Oriental Tarot decks, and they are AI. I know there is a lot of, could be some controversy when I got the decks. I have no idea. However, I will talk about these 3 later. However, I will show briefly now. This is the first one that I got. It is the Reiteki Natabi, or the Spiritual Journey. And it is a Japanese deck, or Japanese culture style deck. Oh, I think it's beautiful. And even the back, all of their backs are beautiful. The second one is Tabino Kokoro, or the heart of the journey. It's like really beautiful for me. And the last one, also Japanese style or culture. And the third one is Journey to the West. And Journey to the West is the only one that is Chinese style deck. It looks a bit like busy, the images, but it's also, in my opinion, it's beautiful. And this These three are from Maneo shop, and I will talk about those later. My last category, tarot decks that I consider to be fun, beautiful, but at the same time, like very good readers. And the first one that I already show, it's my beautiful Happy Tarot. And I will do also about this one. I would like to review in another video, but if you can see, even if it's cute, it portrays the meaning of the card. Lovely. This is the Happy Tarot. The second one that I have here, that I already shown also, is the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. Another different and fun in its own way. Could be dark, but it could be fun also, and it's really good. Even if it is not completely RSW, it's a good deck. Second one. And my third and last one is a very, very, very well-known deck, Everyday Witch Tarot. Lovely. I read very good reviews about this one, and also bad reviews, but I know people that have learned to read the tarot using this one, and I love it. Oh, this is for me one of the best depictions of the devil. Oh no, this is not the devil, this is the Ten of Pentacles, but it's one of the best depictions of the devil. It's here. Maybe I will find it later. Not now. Okay. So this is my third fun deck. And lastly, my recommendations for beginners. First recommendation, just get 2 decks. I recommend start with the Rider-Waite-Smith, and you can choose another one that you love just until you learn. I know there are many thousands of tarot decks out there, but if you start buying decks, then you might regret it, because you will spend a lot of money without knowing sorry, what you really like. Start with 2, but not the 2 that I tell you or anybody tell you, those that you love. So I recommend that you start watching like flip throughs on YouTube, then you do it at your own pace. If it is too fast, you slow it down. If it is too slow, you increase the speed, and you can put it in silent to see how do you feel. Don't buy any deck until you fall in love. Like I said, don't get married if you're not in love. Then I have 3 examples. Like I said, you can go, I started with the Rider-Waite-Smith, the Abyss, and the Everyday Witch, to portray that. And you start like the Ace represent beginnings. Then you remember, you can do like a spreadsheet or cheat sheet. Then you number 1, wands, number 1, wands, or cups, swords, pentacles, and you write your own word, like one of once, yeah, once is like a new goal, a new path, hobby, something that shows it. Then for me, the one represents something that comes to you, like a new opportunity from the universe, but it's a potential. You have to work on that, but it comes to you. 1, you see? They are very similar. You see the Ace of Wands. Number 1. Number 2 of Wands. You have you have opportunities, like you see 2 hobbies and you have 2 opportunities, 2 opportunities. So you have 2 opportunities and you move on. What is your own interaction? If you have 2 opportunities, you have to make decisions, and that's my word, but it doesn't have to be yours. Opportunities, it's my word. Then if you make decisions, oh no, you had opportunity. If you made a decision, you can progress too. Then you have I'm just gonna give examples with 1, 2, and 3. Now we have Cups. It's an opportunity. It's a new feeling, like comes to you. New feeling. Cups. Cups relate to the heart. Then you have 2 people. If you have 2 people, you have union. 2, 2, 2. They're very similar. The artwork is different, and you have to choose the artwork that resonates with you. Union. 3. Then you have 2 people together, and you have 3. Interaction. And you move to celebration. Celebration. Okay. Swords. 1. The 1 of Swords is the mind, and you can see that it's like a new mindset. Then you have 2. 2. If you have different thoughts, what do you have? Confusion, and that's my word. Again, you have to study and generate your own keywords. Then let's move to 3 of Swords. Then you have like a lot of confusion. That is number 2, and you can get the result or the path will be heartbreak. And now we move to Pentacles. Okay, Pentacles is related to physical, material, every material aspects of your life. It could be money, it could be health, it could be appearance. I call it venture, any kind of venture. Then this is a new venture, a new venture, a new venture. Whatever it is in your life, you have to relate it to your life or your client's life, but it's a new venture. And I need somebody who needs to improve their health, and it's in a path on a journey to improve their health. That's venture. Then 2, and you have 2 different aspects of your life, like work and health. You have to be different aspects, and you have to balance the aspects, material aspects. 2. Then you move to the interaction. If you want to balance, you need help, right? Then you move to the interaction is collaboration. 3. Collaboration. And the last advice is don't stick or don't let your mind control your reading. You can see like 3 cards together. Let me see. Oh, this one that is already shuffled. And you see 3 different cards together. And the Knight of Pentacles. And then and the Fool. And you have 3 three cards together and you start saying, oh, the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, blah, blah, blah. The meaning is this. This is the meaning is put your plans in action and don't do anything. Hold on and be a fool. And you go like 1 + 1 is 2, + 1 is 3. It's not like that. Don't use your mind. You see the meaning, but relax and let your intuition talk. Okay, that's my advice. And then what I see, like sometimes when you do nothing, you get like ideas, but you have to take a leap of faith and go on with your plans. It's like, don't force yourself, enjoy the journey, and good luck. Bye.